three. 10-7 Houston now after that. Got a 3rd and 11 coming up. Roethlisberger, middle of the field, broken up one for AB. That's Ramsey on the coverage, knocking it down.
Ramsey with excellent coverage. He has what we call two-man. Means he's supposed to stay inside and underneath with a safety help. But AB beats this coverage all the time. He still crosses your face. Ooh, just barely is on the sideline, and Campbell.
Pass is intercepted. That was Ramsey, who jumped across the middle and got his 2nd interception of the season. Now some are saying it may be incomplete.
Well, they're calling it incomplete.
Oh, there he goes.
Down.
Yeah, just waved it off after the the Pittsburgh defense and the Jacksonville offense had already run onto the field.
We got to see this. Did you even think that was a possibility as he undercuts the seam route? How is that?
It's right here is where.
Oh, yes. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, yes.
Which one is it?
I don't know yet.
I didn't see it hit the ground.
I thought he caught it.
Yep.
Jacksonville is challenging the ruling on the field of an incomplete pass.
What a play to undercut it, though. I mean, the seam, he's got deep 3rd, and he comes and takes AB.
Ball hitting the ground, although it looks like it is suspended in there loose for a second, and it appears that the nose of that ball was going to strike the ground. It just comes away with a clean catch from everything I see.
You're going to miss me when I'm
play, the ball never hits the ground, and the defender secures control for an interception. It'll be 1st down at the 47-yard line. Jacksonville is not charged with a timeout.
And his running mate on the other side, Boye, there to celebrate with him. Pretty stoic by Ramsey because he wants this game after, again, this heated week.
Well, you see here, Ramsey has deep 3rd, but he's going to come and undercut Brown right there, and that's a phenomenal play. And no ground contact. They got a little history, those two, don't they?
Oh, no question.
Ramsey's comments about
Ramsey's comments in the offseason and the GQ interview, where he did not have flattering remarks about Roethlisberger, said he's decent at best, and it just kind of slings it. So let's take a look at what Jalen Ramsey has done in this game so far.
Well, you see the man-to-man coverage on AB. He's getting those long arms on him and kind of leans on him as he's going up the field, and then he plays underman, which means he's underneath him because you have help over the top. But then they go zone because AB is in the slot. And when he goes there, they're in zone, and he's reading the quarterback, and Ramsey with great range, great ball skills.
No catches for Antonio Brown with Ramsey on him. Steelers looking for a spark before the intermission. 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger over the head of Brown, who on the previous play was wide open.
And the play before this is why Ben came back to him. AB comes back and says, I'm wide open, I'm wide open. Look at, I killed him on this last play, and he did on a double move. AB was wide. And here's the play that just happened. He's coming right back to him. They're just going to run right by him. And there's not a ton of space. Great technique by Ramsey not to get beat again. Outstanding coverage. You're going to see guys come over, guys go up, and no one's open. AB's on the top of your screen. Watch him. He's the first guy who he's looking. They double team, and then you go back across. Find me a guy. No one there gave. Pittsburgh has so many weapons that they're looking for AB to get a one-on-one matchup. And they got it on the bottom of the screen. And then it's like, are you going to be willing to bring the safety down and let AB go one-on-one? It is Ramsey. You almost have to down here if you want to stop the run.
AB has scored a touchdown in 7 straight games. Here's the pass to the end zone. And it's Ramsey who comes away with it. Oh, he tried to run it out. Was he touched down? Because he's still going. And he lands right at the feet of Roethlisberger. And he talks a little bit.
I don't think he was touched. Did you see him get touched?
I don't think so. His 2nd pick of the game. What an effort in the end zone to come away with that football.
Well, that's what we just talked about, was that's the matchup. Pittsburgh loves that every week, right? Well, so does Jacksonville, and he rises up over him and comes down with it.
Well, he's contacted right there on the face guard by Brown.
Brown touched him.
Yep. And again, all takeaways anyway are reviewed. So there's contact right on this swipe right there.
He's down right there. But once he starts running, no one touched it. But what an athletic play. Look at that. And keep your eye on the balls. You're falling.
All right, the officials want to sort it out to be sure. But it is an interception. Where will they spot the football? We'll be right back. You are seeing one of the great coverage performances you'll ever watch. Jalen Ramsey has not allowed Antonio Brown, when he's been on him on 5 targets, to make a catch. Meanwhile, he's come away with 2, and what an amazing play he made. And the ruling was down by contact in the end zone.
Late hit, so he kind of caught a break, although the interception's still on the same drive.
2nd and 9. He's got a man wide open. It's Brown. Wide open, a flag down with contact away from AB, and he is able to get past Ramsey at the end to go 78 yards.
If you ever needed a play, it was now. The big question is, I think it's going to be a penalty on Jacksonville.
I do too. It was James Washington who was tangled up with a Jaguar defender. That's where the flag came out.
One of my worst games.
Pass interference, number 42, defense. That penalty is declined. The result of the play is a touchdown.
Well, that happened on the very next play after you suggested that.
I said, let's score.
Yeah.
It's time. Touchdown, right? And now you got to go for 2 as we move forward. But watch, AB runs a simple curl, and then he feels the safety. That's really what separates it. Antonio Brown just feels where people are at, and as soon as he sees Ben not throw that, he kind of found the soft spot in the defense.
Zone would not have been the 2. Brown, by the way, has now caught a touchdown in 8 straight games. Well, now what happened here defensively again?
Well, you're going to see the safety. He's in cover 4, we call it. That means he's got deep fourth, deep fourth, deep fourth, deep fourth. And AB's going to come up, stop. And when he goes in, AB goes back. Stop, and now go. There's nobody on that deep quarter. We call it cover 4, 4 guys deep. Sometimes you play cover 2 on one side of the field, but that side was 4. And
we got a 1st down and 10 from the 17 over to Ryan, and he stiff arms Ramsey, gain of 3. Now they've got some December schedule coming up.
Manning and Tom Brady a lot of those years, and then obviously Pittsburgh was right in the mix. Well, now it's kind of like that these last few years with Pittsburgh and New England. And Roethlisberger saw the corner come jetting in, and he throws it in the dirt almost on purpose there. Like you almost feel like, oh, he might get to that ball, so you kind of hang on at the last second. But so you're going to see him. He sees that guy and he's like, oh no, I should stop. So he kind of stops himself, and the ball just comes off.
This defense, just a superb effort. They gave up the 1 big play to AB, but other than that, I mean, who else has done this against Pittsburgh? Led by Jalen Ramsey's efforts.
Well, you see the incredible zone play, then you see the great play where he's outside leverage, and really the exact same play where he's outside leverage and then leaps over and comes, and then here on the sack, it was one-on-one. I thought they'd double him. Ben's going to have to go at that matchup when he gets one-on-one, and he's going to have to trust it. He's got to trust Antonio Brown to go win on the outside one-on-one against Ramsey at some point here for them to come back and win this football game. Todd Wash put a great plan together today.
2nd and 5. AB slants, picks it up, hurdles over his own man Foster, and he's within a yard of the 1st, and a flag comes in at the end.
Did we get another late hit like when he's on the ground? Is it a face mask maybe?
Personal foul, face mask, number 50, defense, 15-yard penalty.
2nd personal foul call of the game on Telvin Smith.
Smith, 50, coming from behind, who got the late one before, can't control. No, that's
actually Ramsey. He called it on Smith, but it was actually on Jalen Ramsey.
Did they go 15 yards on that?
They did.
That's not a 15-yard.
It sure wasn't. Now you've got a 3rd and 10.
No sacks.
Pass. Brown down to the 3. with Ramsey on the coverage.
Stay calm. What a throw. Take your time. Walk up. And wow, it was a pick route. And then Brown, like I said, he keeps finding the soft spot. That's not the route. He just kept angling it up. Roethlisberger now is getting up. You can hand this ball off or throw a fade up top. He's going to look and see if he's got one-on-one up here.
The way, coming up big. Running like an option. Going to keep it. Dives. Did he break it? Yes, he did.
You can't
Whatever.
You got to throw a screen.
Ball on the ground, recovered by Pittsburgh and the Steelers. That was Cameron Hayward who ends up with the football. And Ben Roethlisberger and the Steelers have to have one of the most satisfying wins in a long time.